You may be seated, Lamus. Okay. Okay, I'm told. Mais ici, qu'il y a un problème. Okay. I am told that we can go back to page 116. Okay? 116. Police service. The police officers have come. What I have agreed now, if you, Prime Minister, agree, if you agree, we've agreed with the opposition, we will not come back on the votes because we've already voted. We'll just give a couple of possibilities of questions for the sake of democracy. Okay, and I am so sorry. I don't know exactly what happened, but let us say, yes, let's turn the page. Thank you. On avait faim, je crois. Allez. Vous me suivez. 118, 116, voilà. Allons essayer de chacun se rappeler où on en est. 116.
Yeah, Madam Speaker, with regard to human resources, can I go to police constable?
Your mic.
Yeah, sorry, Madam Speaker. We go to page 116, human resources, with regard to two items, police constable and woman police constable, 29 and 30. Can we get the number of vacancies for funded positions, Madam Speaker, for both?
Okay, police constable and woman police constable.
Oh, one has disappeared. Oh, you removed it. Okay. As part of the ongoing reform, the recruitment policy has been reviewed with a view to broadening the pool of eligible candidates while ensuring recruitment remains aligned with contemporary police requirements. In the last recruitment exercise, that is in November of last year, only 368 women police constables and PCs were enlisted. Today, there are 548 funded vacancies in the police. There are 2,619 unfunded vacancies. But according to the revised scheme of service for the grade of police constable, which was approved in May of this year, there will be key changes. If you want me to tell you what changes, there will be, I can circulate it. Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. 118. Okay, 118.
Mr. Madam Chair, with regards to 118, the sub-program 23002, crime control and investigation. First, the first KPI, number of reported cases of larceny with aggravating circumstances in respect of the financial year, which is coming to an end. There were 207 reported cases of aggravated larceny. May I know, out of which, how many persons have been arrested and charged in respect of the 207 cases?
I am told that the number of reported cases for larceny and aggravating circumstances was 197. Number of cases concluded 98. Actual detention rate is 50%. That's the figure they have.
Okay.
It differs slightly from the actual figures of 207, but let that be. With regards to the detection rate in reported cases of crime.
Yes.
Right. With regards to the detection rate in reported cases of crime, may I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, with regards to this, I imagine is safe city detection. May I ask the rate of crimes detected, unreported. Unreported, but detected by the system.
Detected by themselves.
Yes, but it's
By
a
themselves.
surveillance system. It has to detect.
Surveillance.
I wouldn't have the figures in my head.
Yeah,
but I
maybe
could
you
ask
don't
them
have
if
the
they
figures.
No, actually, they don't have the figures.
Okay. Okay,
With regards to item 21110, decimal 004, allowances.
yes.
We see that we are budgeting an amount of 1 billion 10 million rupees for allowances. May we know the amount budgeted in respect of Sunday allowance and risk allowance of that sum?
Ça, c'est un peu détaillé, ça.
So that allowance includes night duty and Sunday allowances, plus also there's an allowance for responsibility and disturbance.
Okay,
Time the breakdown of the budgeted for. Yes, please, thank you.
okay, can we move on? 119.
Yes.
Yes,
With regards to the item number 31122, decimal 999. Other machinery and equipment, acquisition of other machinery and equipment, we see that there is a sum of 3.4 million being budgeted. May we know the equipment that, yes, the breakdown, and if you can also specify the breakdown for personal protective equipment in respect of that.
you'll provide, Prime
This
Minister.
does not include personal protection equipment. It includes acquisition of water pumps and air conditioning for various police stations, and it includes road rigs in that, divisional headquarters.
Okay, thank you. Next page. Yes,
Ask the Honorable Prime Minister with regard to item number 31122, capital expenditure, decimal 999, acquisition of machinery and equipment. Again, we see an increase of 2 million rupees. May we know, if it comprises personal protective equipment for police? If not, what are these equipment?
The answer is no, it's not personal. It's for machines like fax machines, shredders, photocopying machines, office chairs, office desks, and filing cabinets.
yes, Honorable Leader.
Yes, thank you, Chair. On the same page, item under capital expenditure, item 31113, other structures, it is .043, driving license and test center. Can we be provided with information as to why there is an increase up to 3 million rupees under that item?
Driving license and test.
There's a provision, I know, for the audio, they call it, I think, audio-visual test system software. This is an upgrading.
Upgrading software. Okay, next page. Maybe there's hardware as well.
I'm sorry, I have to give additional information. This is in fact for acquisition of air conditionings for the new, again, for the audiovisual test center. And also the roadblock equipment in there.
Okay. 121? 122, okay. Huh?
2, under sub-program 023005, combating the drug trafficking.
Vaut mieux laisser le micro debout.
Merci, merci.
Page 122.
I heard a similar remark years ago, Madam Speaker.
Yes. C'est Rassi. C'est Rassi.
Can I come to KPI under drug control operations? The percentage of drug-related operations resulting in arrests and seizures, the target was 71%, but we achieved only 60%. May we know why, Chair?
Yes. Adsu.
You're talking about the percentage of related operations resulting in arrest. Yeah, I'll have to give you,
Under target.
under Eastern the target, target was 71%, it's 60%. I will tell
Here's the
you.
answer.
What, you want to know why it's under target, huh? Yeah. There's need for more intelligence-led crackdown operations across the island. That's why they feel it was under target and they're increasing that number.
Yes?
On the same page, same item. May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister to provide the breakdown of the types of drugs seized and the value of assets seized? If you can provide later.
Yeah, later.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
1,
Capital expenditure 31122.805. Acquisition of security equipment. We see that there is a sum of 4 million rupees. Does that comprise personal protective equipment? If so, can he give the list?
Are you on page 122?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's why I can't say it. Look, 1, 2, 3, and sorry, can you tell me which?
Capital expenditure, Prime Minister.
Oh, capital expenditure. Okay,
Oui, voilà, 805.
yeah. A
Security equipment.
purchase of, it is security equipment for ATSU, including combat boots, bulletproof jackets, and protective crash helmets.
Quantity that
Quantity, I don't have, but I can certainly,
Là, il ne faut pas exagérer.
Speaker. May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister? Madam Speaker, how is it an exaggeration to ask for a figure of what is being budgeted for the acquisition of? How is that an exaggeration? How? Did you not budget for an actual figure? You just put a number like this?
no, but maybe you should know it's not just this kind of equipment, it also includes other machinery and equipments, like, for example, drones, acquiring drones, action camera, also electronic scales and air conditionings.
That's the next one, yes.
Sir, if you can provide us with the details. It is a matter of interest. That is why I'm asking. In fact, it's a good thing that you're doing, but it's so that we get enlightened as to the
You want to
quantity,
know
the
how many-
measure.
How many of the items?
Yes, if you can provide us eventually the
I
list.
can eventually provide.
Yes, next, Mr. Yeah, on the same page?
Yeah, on the same page, Madam Speaker, I'll refer the Honourable Prime Minister to item number 31121.801, acquisition of vehicles.
Yes.
There's an increase of 15 million rupees. Can we be briefed on the type of vehicles and whether those vehicles will be used for drug control operations? Putting that question because the targeted KPI will only increase by 2%, Madam Speaker. Next one.
They have found that some vehicles are not fit for purpose, they're unserviceable. So they are acquiring 10 pickup vans and 2 motorcycles and 1 specialized vehicle.
Okay, yes?
Chair, may I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, 125, on the capital expenditure, on the main heading,
125.
on the main heading 31122. May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister if he will kindly circulate the list, the details of acquisitions to be made under that item 31122, other machinery and equipment, to give the particulars.
Other- voilà.
Eventually.
Okay. Provide. Okay, 126. One to seven.
127. The same capital expenditure, 31122, other machinery and equipment, seeking details on to be circulated.
127.
the list of equipment that are to be acquired, details thereof.
Yeah, okay.
It is, in fact, acquisition for security equipment, for generators, and again, air conditioning, digital engraving machine, and tools for workshops.
May I ask, I understand this is for the SSU, right? So if the Prime Minister can give the details actually of the unit and the equipment, this is, if my understanding is this falls under the SSU.
Yeah.
So-
So for anti-riot
Yeah.
police as well, they have protective shields, body armored plates, and they need new roadblocks. That also is in it.
Can we agree that this is going to be the practice?
Except that I'm wondering whether you should get the details, because people will know how many this you have, how many that you have. I'm not sure you can get the details.
I fail to see how the number of booths is a matter of security, rather of equipment.
Maybe we can provide just to the members. Won't become public, okay? I knew somewhere that we would have some matters that would be sometimes it may be, you don't know. Okay, I'm on 1 to 8. 1 to 9?
138.
Yes, follow, please. 1 to 8.
I have 1 to 9.
1 to 9, okay?
With regards to 31121, transport equipment, acquisition of patrol vessels. 390 million rupees is being requested. May we have the details of acquisition?
There's an overhaul of helicopters and also patrol vessel, sorry, offshore patrol vessel. One of offshore patrol vessel, it is going to be taken under the Indian line of credit. And then the heavy duty boats, provision is made for acquisition of 2 duty heavy boats to replace old ones. There's also acquisition of tugs for the purchase of 1 tugboat for Agaliga. And that's it.
Okay, 130. Immigration, 131. Yes,
Thank you. With regards to immigration and border management, program 023009, may we know from the Honorable Prime Minister in respect of the last financial year, the number of persons that have been deported and made persona non grata by his ministry?
I don't have the actual numbers. I answered a PQ on this, but I can give you additional details.
okay. Yes,
Thank you, Chair. On the same page, under recurrent expenditure, item 21,110.005, extra assistance.
yes.
Can we be provided with more information? Honorable Prime Minister, thank you.
This was, in fact, payment of, you're talking about the extra assistance, huh?
Yes,
So salaries and allowances to 30 retired police officers. They were employed on a 1-year contract to reinforce the human resource capacity. The monthly salary was 32,808.
retired police officers, yes. Okay, 131. Yes,
With regards to 31132, decimal 401, e-border management system. With regard to the consultancy, may we know if a consultant has already been appointed?
Sorry, can you tell me?
Yes, with regards to the e-border management system, 31132, decimal 401.
Yeah.
May we know if a consultant has been already, services have been retained?
No,
And
no,
also,
they haven't been. There's a provision for consultancy services for this implementation of the new border management, e-gates and all those things. But not named yet.
time for implementation.
The type of?
Time for completion. Time.
Time frame.
I can't say the consultant will be able to look at it and tell us. I can't say now.
Can we move on, please? 132? Okay. We've finished now with police service, so we can let them go for good now. Let's wait. We are not going to call them again. Thank you for coming. Huh? Prison. Now we're doing prison. Nous sommes en train de faire la prison maintenant. Merci, commissaire. Then you're doing your PSC work. Anyway, but why not? Where are we? 132, prison service. 132,
May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, with regards to the program 0240, percentage of detainees in prison more than once, may I have the rate of re-incrimination? The rate of persons going back, reincarceration rate in Mauritius.
I'm sure they have the figures, but I don't have it with me here. No. Yeah, but they want to know exactly the figures, I think. The rate is 76%. And that's it, really. What you want is the rate of recidivism is actually higher, they say 76%.
yep, okay. 133,
Yes, I have a question. 134, actually, Madam Speaker.
okay, let's move on. So 134,
With regards to item 31132, decimal 401, the prison management system.
e-government.
Yes, we see that this project is now being, this project is being financed for this year. May we have details of this project?
Yeah, they have completed, as far as I remember, phase 1 and 2. I think this is, in fact, it is for phase 3 of the project because they want to extend the e-prison system to the probation and aftercare service.
Yes, interesting, yes. All right, 135. 136. Yes,
Thank you. Chair, may I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, with regards to the program 024002, custody and rehabilitation of detainees, KPI, out of the 414 persons that have been rehabilitated, may we know, first, number of rehabilitation in respect of drug addicts, and second, the successful rehabilitation rate in respect of those drug addicts?
As far as I know, these figures are not available, but I can look for them.
yes,
They're not available.
okay. 137. 138. 137, okay. Yes,
Yes. With regard to a 31122, other machinery and equipment, you see the anti-pelting netting system May we know in which prisons the anti-pelting netting system will be installed?
I know one is at Melrose and the other one is at Grand River Northwest Remand Prison.
If I may ask the Honorable Prime Minister on B, the mobile phone jammers. May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, we see that 30 million rupees is being budgeted in respect of the capability of the mobile jammers that will be acquired, in respect of the number of prisons that it will cover.
It's only for the Melrose prison.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
138. Yeah, okay. Okay, 138 is fine. We had already put the question for prison service. We've, no? Okay. Question is at the sum of 1,350,000,000 rupees for program code 0240 prison services. Stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Finance, program code 0250.
139. Yes?
Yes, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, with regard to 0250, the provisional growth GDP rate is 3.1 for the spent financial year. Does the Prime Minister have the final figures?
The final figures, I have it in percentage again. Yeah. It is projected to reach 85.5% of GDP by the end of June of next year. Yeah. End of June 2027. Huh? No, but it is projected to end by June 2027.
If I may clarify, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
I'm speaking of this year that is spent now, so ending 30th of June 2026. The figures are provisional. I wanted to know if he has the final figure.
For 2025, 2026, yeah, it's 87.8%. Let me see what it says. But
I'm talking of GDP growth percentage.
it's not yet finalized. Not yet
Yes.
finalized. No.
Can you say
When it's finalized.
Next page, 140.
Cherche la question.
Non, c'est pas toi.
C'est pas toi. Organiser.
141. 141. 141. Arrêtez vos petites jérémiades. 141. 142. Okay, 143. I'm giving you time. Yes. One moment. Honorable Joanna Béranger.
Yes. L'item 21 110 décimal 005.
Vous êtes
Extra
à quelle page?
assistance.
143.
Oui, la
Oui.
page 143.
Oui, 21, 110,
21 110 décimal 005. Extra assistance.
extra assistance.
Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir la liste des bénéficiaires et les noms?
There are three beneficiaries, Dr. Pile Narayanan, Mr. Eric Ningping Chuan, and Mr. Takesh Loku. And the Commissioner for the Protection of Borrowers. I don't have his name.
Yes. Is that okay? Yeah? 143?
Yes.
Yes, carry on.
May I ask in relation to item number 26, 26313, decimal 020, Gambling Regulatory Authority.
Fiore.
Can the Honorable Prime Minister give the details of the management of the GRA, persons appointed in the management of the GRA, and salaries, remuneration drawn, and of course, inclusive of allowances, etc.
I can't
You
give
have
the
that
detail, but
one?
I know it's for increasing the PRB is one of the element, and also they want to fill vacancies.
The names,
I'm saying there's 134 million rupees that were asked to vote for the GRA. I wanted to know, in respect of the composition of the management of the GRA that has been appointed, their terms of service and remuneration drawn, and of course, the name of the incumbents for the management of the GRA, including the director and of the various divisions falling under the GRA.
I'll have to, it's a long
you'll
list.
provide,
I can circulate it for you.
yeah, you'll give us later. Thank you. 144. 144. Bien. On est, c'est fini. Comment on a fini? Ça, c'est pas fini. Okay. Now I put the question. Yeah, okay?
Can we on 144, Chair, capital expenditure, item 26323, dot 020, extra budgetary units, gambling regulatory authority. There is an amount of 19.2 million for financial year 2026-2027. Can we be provided with more information? Prime
It's
Minister.
for catering of IT equipment that they need to buy, and also office furniture for the real location of the GRA to event.
Okay. Thank you. Question is at the sum of 481,700,000 rupees for program code 0250, policy and strategy for public finance and economic development, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Finance, Program Code 0251.
Page 145. Yes?
With regards to the program 025-101, Public Financial Management, improve the public financial management in the public sector, PFM unit, percentage of ministries, departments submitting annual report on performance. Madam Speaker, may I ask the Honourable Prime Minister, in respect of the 18% that have not submitted their annual report on performance, will those be tabled on the National Assembly?
That is those which have been, have not been tabled. Okay.
To clarify when they are available to table them.
Yes? We move. Next page, 146. Yes, Miss Béranger? I'm sorry. Honorable Béranger?
Je m'habitue. Page 146, s'il vous plaît. Item 2220, fees. Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir plus de détails sur ces fees et pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une augmentation dans l'allocation budgétaire?
Sorry, which item is that?
2220. Page 140.
Fees. C'est quoi, fees de quoi, ça? Hein? Pas connu.
Yeah. It's provision for payment of fees to the University of Technology of Mauritius in respect of officers of the internal audit cadre following the diploma BSc courses, and also to meet for local training fees for the analyst cadre, and made for the refund for fees of eligible staff subscribing to professional bodies like ACCA and all this.
Okay. You said 147? Yes, 147?
025102. May I know from the Honourable Prime Minister, with regards to the collection of tax revenue, with regards to arrears collected as a total of collectible arrears at the start of the year. May we know from the amnesty program that he announced with respect to arrears of tax, the amount of tax collected, the total amount of tax collected, arreared and paid arrears through the amnesty program announced in last year's budget? The total sum collected.
Total sum collected as at May 2026 is 3.99 billion rupees.
Is that through the amnesty program, I'm asking? Yes, the tax. Yes, you understood the tax.
There is in fact no amnesty, but it's an agreement that they come to.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. 148. 148. 149. 150. 151. J'ai des assistants maintenant, hein? C'est bien. 152. 153. No, 100, one, d'abord 152, the question, and then 153. Okay? 152, okay. So now, question is that the sum of 4,013,800,000 rupees for program code 0251, public finance and budget management, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Finance, Program Code 0252.
Maintenant, 153.
Yes. In respect of the program 025201, EDB and investment promotion, in respect of the KPI, percentage of foreign direct investment inflows directed to sectors other than real estate. Can the Prime Minister provide a breakdown of the sectors other than real estate in terms of percentage of FDI inflows other than the real estate? So can you list them?
Real estate. Okay. No, 1 minute. Other than real estate. Circulate. Okay. Second question.
I have asked the list of sectors. There are people who are answering now for the Prime Minister. Sorry.
You meet people on your bench?
No, on other. Madam Speaker, the second question, Madam Speaker, for the EDB. May we know the number of occupation permits delivered for the last financial year? As well, well, one by one. Let me ask that first.
Occupational permits.
Occupational.
I think there was a question on that, but I don't have the figures with me. Maybe they have it. I don't know. If they don't have it, they will. Yeah, even if it's categories, even more complicated, but I'll circulate it.
Okay.
With regards to FDI, with regards to real estate sector, may we know the total number of promoters permits delivered by the EDB for promotion of real estate developments in respect of the last financial year, as well as the number of applications received but not yet delivered in respect of the last financial year. So application delivered and not delivered.
You will provide,
I don't have these details,
Of
but I can
course.
ask. Yeah.
but they're very interesting figures, I'm sure. Let's carry on. Yes. 154. 154, 155, 156, 155. I put the question. Okay? C'est ça, this one? 153, oui, c'est bon. The question is at the sum of 657,900,000 rupees for program code 0252, Economic Development and Resource Mobilization, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Finance, Program Code 0253.
Yes. Yes?
I know, Madam Speaker. From
156?
yes. No, 160.
Oh, okay. Which one did you want?
160.
Okay, 157, 158. I'm moving on, 159, 160. Don't tell me I went too fast. Yes, 160. You have one?
It's a vote
160.
on 159.
I have to vote on 159. Hein? C'est bon là. Si 4 personnes me parlent en même temps, c'est difficile. Merci. Merci, Mr. Levin. So this is the one. Hein? Non, 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 il n'a pas. Okay, so I go. Question is at the sum of 171,800,000 rupees for program code 0253, procurement policy and services, and part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Treasury Program Code 0254.
Page 161. 160.
Yeah, no, respect to the KPI itself, 025303. Can we have the number of challenges that have been lodged at the IRP in respect to the last 2 financial years? Review of procurement proceedings, IRP, procurement proceedings. So I'm asking for the number of challenges lodged in respect of the last 2 financial years.
You know what happened? We have already finished 160.
Really?
Yes. I know it's difficult for everyone. We've already done 160. We just voted. We just voted once. Non, c'est après 160 qu'on a posé la question.
Non, madame. Vous avez fait 159.
C'est bon là? Non, mais c'est normal. Il n'y a pas de souci. On va faire ça bien là. On continue. 161.
Did we do 160 or did we not do 160?
Yes.
Madame la Présidente.
Mais non. Est-ce que tout le monde est d'accord qu'on a voté après 160?
Oui.
Pour ceux- 159.
Mr. Finance. Ce soir, c'est fini, Mr. Finance.
Le dernier chiffre,
159.
Voilà ce qu'on me dit. Moi, je ne suis pas une spécialiste de la question. Ce qu'on me dit. Mais non, je ne suis pas. Ce qu'on me dit, c'est qu'on a fini le ministère des Finances et qu'on est passé maintenant au Trésor. Le Trésor, c'est 161. So I will not listen to any of you. I will listen to clerk and deputy clerk. Passe dessus, on continue.
Si je pose, ça a été voté, c'est pas grave. Ils ont à 60 de toutes les façons. Moi, ce que je demande, c'est des informations. Donc, il peut toujours me donner.
C'était quoi au juste?
La question, c'était de savoir, for the last 2 financial years, le nombre de challenges qu'il y a eu au IRP logé, chez les public procurement. C'est ça ma question.
Just you circulate.
I can table it now if you want.
Ah, you got
I have
it?
yeah.
Pour une fois, il y avait la réponse. Ne me poussez pas. Mais le Premier ministre, il est... Mais non, mais quoi? Le Premier ministre, il a la réponse. Mais les autres fois, il a dit qu'il va donner après. Bon, on va se bagarrer, allez. C'est très bien. Merci beaucoup, monsieur le Premier ministre. OK, Treasury maintenant. Allez, ça suffit, Treasury. Maintenant, on est 161. OK? 161. Une fois, 2 fois, 3 fois. Allez, 162. 163. Now I have to put the question. Okay, let's follow. I'm putting the question. Question is that the sum of 265,500,000 rupees for program code 0254, government accounting and payment system, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Statistics,
Now we go to, sorry.
Statistics Mauritius Program Code 0255.
Okay, où met 161?
Okay, next page. Next page.
Ouais, 164. Allez, 164. Page 164, hein? OK, statistics. 165. 166. 165. Yeah? On which page? One moment. Okay, so it's the next one. Okay, statistics. Question is that the sum 239 million rupees for program code 0255, provision of statistics, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Maintenant,
Corporate and Business Registration Department, Program Code 0256.
166.
Yes, KPI, exactly. 0256, corporate and business registration. May I ask the Honorable Prime Minister in regard to the registration of companies and businesses? Will he be able to provide the House with figures of number of companies and business registration cards handed out? So companies open and BRN applied and obtained for the last financial year and the financial year prior to that.
These details have been circulated, if you agree.
okay. 167. 168. 168, okay. I put the question. C'est ça. Corporate and business registration. Question is that the sum of 219,500,000 rupees for program code 0256, corporate and business registration, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Registrar General's Department, Program Code 0257.
169. 170. C'est tout. Yes. The question is that some 202,500,000 rupees for program code 0257, registration of deeds and documents, conservation of mortgages, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Centralized, yes. Wait. Centralized Services of Government, Program Code 2701.
Okay. This is the one that we are taking out later. Or we can take it down. Okay, good. Page 529. Page 530. Yes?
Page 530, item under recurrent expenditure, that is 22180, mission expenses. Can the Honorable Prime Minister provide us with the list of ministers, delegates, and officials under that item number? Yeah, junior ministers also. You can table, Honorable Prime Minister.
I don't have the details. I will table.
Okay. Vous continuez.
I will table.
Yes, okay. Attends, 531.
Yeah, may I ask the Honorable Prime Minister with regards to item number, with regards to item number 21, 110,
One
decimal.
moment, we need to vote, Honorable Duval. Ça, je dois vous faire le voter. The question is at the sum of 4,396 million rupees for program code 2701, centrally managed expenses of government, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Centralized Services of Government, Program Code 2702.
Non? Ça, on a fini ça. Mais pourquoi on n'a pas voté ça? One moment, one moment. Centrally managed initiatives of government.
Centrally Managed Expenses of Government, Program Code 2702.
Initiatives. Okay, centrally managed initiatives. Okay, that was page 531. Yes, yes?
Can I refer the Prime Minister to item under recurrent expenditure, item 25550.001, Price Stabilization Fund. Can we know what amount has been spent for this financial year?
As far as I remember, it was to spend. 900,000. Yeah, 900,000 is done. No, sorry, 1.4 billion. Yeah.
Yes?
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Où est-ce qu'on est là?
Madam Speaker, we got to the item 21110, decimal 010. First, the Service to Mauritius program. May we know, out of the budgeted sum of 79,600,000, how many persons are to be enrolled on the program?
There are actually 66 interns. All the provision has made for 300. And I understand that they will be enlisted, that is the rest, which would be what, 234 interns would be enlisted in this financial year.
Yes? Yes?
Item number 22,900, other goods and services. First, expenses in connection with the mutual evaluation, AML-CFT, CPF. May we have details of the program to be financed by the 35 million rupees for the next 3-4 financial years as we see? Details of the program.
Details of the program, I think it's mainly for the disaster recovery system, renewal of IBM licenses, digital experience licenses, and for the cost of maintenance of these.
AML? So for the AML or e-licensing?
I thought you were asking for the licensing.
Mutual evaluation. It's something.
Yes?
So let me give him the details he wants. A provision of 35 million has been made in preparation for the forthcoming mutual evaluation exercise by the Eastern and Southern African Anti-Money Laundering Group, which is coming up here.
Yes?
The breakdown, I can give you the breakdown. 12 million for the engagement of the mutual evaluation experts and the interpretation of a communication to support the Mauritius preparation for the evaluation exercise. 7 million for mock evaluation exercises, capacity building programs, and attendance to the task force. 6.5 million for consulting services. It is funded through the African Development Bank by grant to strengthen the capacity of government, and 4 million for the appointment of an AML, CFT, CPF consultant to provide technical assistance and support to the core group and the competent authorities.
Yes, but your friend was,
Yes, thank you, Chair. Under the same item, budget item, that is recurrent expenditure, I'll refer the Honorable Prime Minister to item 22,900.045, expenses in connection with research and innovation program. Can we have an idea of how much money has been spent for the year 2025, 2026 financial year?
What has been spent is 22.6 million rupees. 22.6 million rupees.
Yeah, I have a same heading, but different item, decimal 46, public sector AI program. Madam Speaker, may I ask the Honorable Prime Minister, out of 25 million budgeted last year, how much was spent, and if he can give us the detail of the program, the investment plan?
I don't have the details of the program. I know the program is for different ministries and departments, but I think I've got it now. The details of the program. It is to develop a comprehensive understanding of artificial intelligence and its role in public administration. It is the Ministry of Information Technology, Communication and Innovation which will spearhead this project in consultation with the Ministry of Public Service and Administration Reform, but actual expenditure is nil at the moment. Nil.
532. OK, c'est fini. Non? C'est bon là, hein? C'est bon? On peut poser là. 533. You didn't have. Now you have. 533. Okay? I can put the question. I'm going to put the.
A question for 550. I have a question. Madam Speaker, we're putting billions on these pages. Huh? It takes time to see all these zeros. So 32155, decimal 078, Island Container Terminal Project. Madam Speaker, may we know if a strategic partner, the name of the strategic partner for the Island Container Project, out of which 1 billion rupees will be spent on? He can give us the name of the strategic partner and, of course, give us the details of the project that he can.
It's a government-to-government agreement. They haven't decided on who the company will be.
Okay, yes. On est à 533. Allez.
I refer, the Honourable Prime Minister, to the same item, that is the Island Terminal, Container Terminal Project. You said that it's a G2G agreement. Can you inform the House whether the agreement has been signed?
Not yet. We have been discussing, but not yet signed.
Yes.
Je reconnais avoir raté la page 532, mais j'aimerais demander, si possible, de donner plus d'informations pourquoi le income support
Quel item?
le 27210 décimal 020, income support basic retirement pension. Il n'y a pas d'allocation budgétaire pour
Basic retirement pension, income support.
500 millions.
Les 500 000.
oui, pour les années suivantes. Il n'y a pas d'allocation budgétaire pour les années suivantes.
Oui.
Because that will change actually.
That
That's
is,
the
yeah.
reason, because they're not qualifying for basic retirement pension, because the support will now be integrated in the state age pension.
Yes, now I have to put the question. The question is that the sum of 26,223,900,000 rupees for program code 2702, centrally managed initiatives of government, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Centralized Services of Government, Program Code 2703, Contingencies and Reserves.
Okay, 534. 534, it's very short. Okay? Can we vote this one? Don't go away, Mr. Bichuk. We're voting the last bit, or my last bit. Sit there. Dans quel... The question is, okay, the question is that the sum of 2,500,000,000 rupees for program code 2703 contingencies and reserves stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Now I am going to leave you in the able hands of the Deputy Speaker. Thank you. Now you may leave.
Okay, please be seated. You want to go
On peut attendre un petit moment ou on va la bouger?
Allez, oui.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0302.
The question is that the sum of 161,900,000 rupees for program code 0302 Policy and Strategy for Gender Equality and Family Welfare is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Page 172. Page 173. Page 174.
Oh, yes, I have for 173.
174 I am now. You have to follow me. I won't follow you. 174. Okay, for this one I'll allow you, but then you have to follow.
But then, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I will ask
174.
you to go a bit slowly. With regards to 173-0305, reported domestic violence cases on declining trend. Domestic violence cases. 173.
173.
Domestic violence cases. May I know from the Honorable Minister, with regards to domestic violence cases, how many protective orders have been issued and how many le mot m'échappe, mais
Occupation order. Occupation.
occupation order. Thank you. Occupation order as
Do you
well
have
for
that
the
information, Honorable Minister?
Yes, in which year, please? Last
Which
year?
year? Last year.
Which year?
Last financial year.
Yes, 2025. So the total number of cases of 463.
No, the number of cases reported, occupation order issued and.
Okay. For 2025, number of family-related and other issues, non-domestic violence cases, 1,094. For male, female, 23, total 3,417. Number of domestic violence cases, total 7,562. Total cases reported at family support services, 10,000, non-domestic violence, 10,979. Number of applications for protection order, 986. Applications for protection order withdrawn, 221. Protection order issued, 463.
And occupation orders.
I will circulate.
174. The question is that the sum of 161,900,000 rupees for program code 0302, Policy and Strategy for Gender Equality and Family Welfare, is said part of the schedule. Those in say aye. The ayes have it.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0303.
The question is that the sum of 224,100,000 rupees for program code 0303, Women's Empowerment and Gender Mainstreaming, is still part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Ah, 75. On a dit 75. Which page we on now? Page 178.
178.
178? On a fait, vous n'avez pas, je dis
Which
bien mentionné. Voilà, ok. 178? Only 175.
Thank
You have
you.
to follow.
Oh, Honorable Deputy Speaker, we have to go page by page.
You have to follow. I'm going way back, but you have to follow.
It's the old age debate, 21,110, decimal 005, extra assistance. Can we have for the sum budgeted of 4.1 million rupees, may we know the advisors that have been appointed under that item, and of course have their names and qualifications and remuneration drawn, including allowances, gratuity, etc.
Yes, Mr. Pierre Jean-Luc Émile, Senior Advisor. Mr. Patrick Edouard Jean-Louis, Advisor. And Mrs. Marie-Joëlle Rosie Mariam Fidel, Advisor on Communication and Public Relation Matters. I will circulate the details on qualifications and salaries.
175? 176? Yes, Béranger.
Page 176, l'item 2230, Studies and Surveys. Est-ce qu'on peut savoir de quelle étude et de quel survey il s'agit et quels sont les consultants?
2230.
230, page 176.
Yes. Studies and surveys comprises initial report to 9th report of the African Charter on Rights and Welfare of the Child, and second, the midterm review of the National Gender Policy 2022-2030.
You have a question on page 176? You? You have a...
This one, okay. Alors, yeah. Alors, initial report, the first report, initial report of the ninth report of the Africa Charter on Rights and Welfare of the Child, 130,000 rupees. Mauritius ratified African Charter on the Rights, etc. Following a bidding exercise, the services of University of Mauritius was retained for the preparation of the combined initial to ninth periodic reports. And the midterm review of the national gender policy. The findings, it was undertaken at the level of the ministry, and the findings are being examined.
You have a question? All right.
Regards to same page 176, 22900, decimal 837, expenses in connection with the national initiative to combat drugs. May I know from the Honorable Minister the 2 million rupees that has been budgeted for this financial year, how this 2 million rupees is going to be spent?
This is a new provision which will be used to implement programs on child-sensitive drug use prevention, parental empowerment, counseling and mental health support, and community awareness across family, social welfare and community structures. These initiatives are in line with the National Drug Control Master Plan 2026-2030.
Page 177. Okay. We have already put the question, we go to the next item.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0303, Women's Empowerment and Gender Mainstreaming.
The question is that the sum of 224,100,000 rupees for program code 0303, Women's Empowerment and Gender Mainstreaming, stand part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Page 178. Page 179. 179, yes, Honorable Béranger.
Item 26 313, décimal 066, Women Entrepreneurship Programs. Peut-on savoir combien de femmes ont bénéficié de ces programmes?
Oh, ça. You can circulate if you don't mind.
Yes, I will circulate.
No? Another question, yes?
22 900, décimal 014, toujours sur la même page, Home Economics Unit. Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir plus de détails sur cet item? En quoi est-ce qu'il consiste et pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une augmentation dans l'allocation budgétaire?
So what is the question, please?
En quoi consiste Home Economics Unit et pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une augmentation dans l'allocation budgétaire?
The Home Economics Unit aims at promoting the social and economic empowerment of women and the community at large through capacity building projects, sensitization programs, talks, and other activities pertaining to the field of home economics.
Page 180. On which program do you mean?
On the heading 0304.
No, we are not to 0304 yet. We are still on 0303. We'll come to that later. Let me put the question first. The question is that the sum of 224,100,000 rupees for program code 0303, Women's Empowerment and Gender Mainstreaming, is that part of the schedule. The ayes have it. Those say aye, the ayes have it. Okay, yes. Now we come to 0304.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0304, Child Protection, Welfare and Development.
The question is that the sum of 334,500,000 rupees for program code 0304, Child Protection, Welfare and Development, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say? Page 180. Now your question.
May I ask the Honorable Minister on Program 0304, can support services to children victims of violence?
Which page?
180,
180.
Which item?
0304. It's the KPI, the general.
Yes.
KPI, exactly. May we know the successful number of adoptions for the last financial year of children? Would you have that? The Adoption Council falls within this item. That's why I'm asking.
I will circulate.
Honorable Béranger?
I will circulate.
Council, c'est ça la question?
Oui.
OK. Donc, je viens sur l'item 21 110 décimal 005 extra assistance. Est-ce qu'on peut avoir la liste des bénéficiaires et le salaire?
What is the question, please?
On page 181, item
Assistance.
21110, extra assistance. If you can clarify
On passe d'une allocation
Là,
de 500 000 à...
the increase from 500 million to 200. This was 005.
Ah, OK. Point 005, n'est-ce pas? Extra assistance. Yes. Funds of 2 million rupees will be used for the enlistment of 5 psychologists on sessional basis to be posted in the family support services to provide psychological support to victims and families. Increase in provision is to cater for enlistment of psychologists to bridge the gap in service delivery due to lack of personnel to provide timely psychological support, counseling, and intervention services.
Okay, stand up and put your question.
Thank you. On the same item, psychological services offered to children, may I know from the Honorable Minister, she might not have the answer, but she can provide later, the number of psychological assessments and therapies that have been offered to children, to these children have been victim of abuse, which is reported in the KPI. So number of those children that have followed up psychological treatment by the ministry.
This will be tabled, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Béranger?
Thème 22 900 décimal 912 petit a long-term care institutions. L'allocation budgétaire a doublé. Est-ce qu'on peut savoir pourquoi? 81.
Yes. Long-term care institutions, the provision for the running expenses of shelters and the management services contracts. 1, Shelter La Cigogne, 2, Shelter La Marguerite, 3, Shelter L'Oasis, 4, Notre-Dame Relais Shelter. Provision also made for day-to-day running of Shelter Cap Espoir.
Page 182. The question is that the sum of 334,500,000 rupees for the program code 0304, Child Protection, Welfare and Development, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0305, Family Wellbeing and Protection from Gender-Based Violence.
The question is that sum of 8,400,000 rupees for program code 0305, 80,400,000 rupees for program code 0305, Family Wellbeing and Protection from Gender-Based Violence is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Question, page you have 183, 184. Yes, Honorable Béranger.
Le 22 page 184, 22 900.908, petit G, mobile, application L'Espoir. Est-ce qu'on pourrait savoir combien de demandes ont été reçues, combien d'appels? Ben, Stéphane.
Alors, total registration, number of people registered, 8,140. Total panic alerts, 5,930. Total call-free, 2,631.
Page. With the question? The question, you have a question on it? 184. No. The question is that the sum of 80,400,000 rupees for program code 0305, Family Wellbeing and Protection from Gender-Based Violence, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Deputy Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Gender Equality and Family Welfare, Program Code 0306, Social Welfare and Community-Based Activities.
The question is that the sum of 593,100,000 rupees for the program code 0306, Social Welfare and Community-Based Activities, is sent part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 185.
186.
And 186, yes.
Yes, may I ask the Honorable Minister with regards to the item number 28211, decimal 022. 211, decimal 022, social welfare centers, in particular evacuee centers. Can the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister provide this House with the list of social welfare centers, the list of equipment held by social welfare centers in regards to evacuees in respect of each social welfare center? If you can provide that at a later stage, list of equipment,
Yes, will be circulated.
including number of beds and PAMS, etc.
Yes, will be circulated.
Honorable Béranger.
Same item, operational cost for social welfare centers. Est-ce qu'il y aurait une allocation budgétaire prévue pour un nouveau social welfare center à Glen Park, à Vaqua, s'il vous plaît?
Do you have an answer?
Yes, we have an answer.
Come on.
No.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
The question is that the sum of 593,100,000 rupees for program code 0306, Social Welfare and Community-Based Activities, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Minister of Housing.
Ministry of Housing and Lands, Program Code 0401, Policy and Strategy for Housing and Lands.
The question is that the sum of 143,700,000 rupees for program code 0401, Policy and Strategy for Housing and Land, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Question?
Yes, I have one. 188.
187, any question? No. 188?
Yes. Yes.
188.
It's the general KPI. It's the 0402 social housing development. In regard to the 8,437 completed houses, can the Honorable Minister provide us with the details of the guarantee, constructor's guarantee in respect of those houses and the details of the constructor's guarantee?
In regards to the 8,437 ongoing and 188 new residential units, is that what you mean? So 2026, 2025, 2026, 64%. You want what guarantee?
In regards to the constructors' guarantees, les garanties décennales, etc.
We'll get the document and table it, but obviously this is not in our possession today. This would not be a financial document as we would have realized budgetary-wise. If you can, but I will give it to you later on as we go along.
Page 189. 189. 190. 191. The question is that the sum of 143,700,000 rupees for program code 0401, Policy and Strategy for Housing and Lands, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Housing and Lands, Program Code 0402, Social Housing Development.
The question is that the sum of 1,128,400,000 rupees for program code 0402, Social Housing Development, and part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 192. 193. The question is that the sum of 1,128,400,000 rupees for program code 0402, Social Housing Developments, and part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Housing and Lands, Program Code 0403, Land Management and Physical Planning.
403, correct?
Yeah, 0403. The question is that the sum of 1,266,400,000 rupees for program code 0403, Land Management and Physical Planning, and part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 194, 195, 196, 197.
19?
The question is that the sum of 176,400,000 rupees for program code 0404, valuation of immovable properties, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. No, sorry. The next one. This is the one. The question is the sum of 1,260,400,000 rupees for program code 0403, Land Management and Physical Planning, set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Now we go to program 0404.
Valuation Department, Program Code 0404, Valuation of Immovable Properties.
The question is that the sum of 176,500,000 rupees for program code 0404, valuation of immovable properties, that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Page 198. Yes.
Yes, with regards to the main item heading, program 0404, in regards to the number of valuation reports, with regards to in respect of the 9,000 provisional valuation requests that were attended to, may I know from the Honorable Minister the number of reports that have been, valuation reports that have been produced, and the number of such reports that have been challenged?
I shall await the answer. I can circulate.
You can
Thank you.
circulate, yes.
Thank you.
Page 199. The question is that the sum of 176,400,000 rupees for program code 0404, valuation of immovable properties, that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Ministry of Environment.
Ministry of Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, Program Code 0501, Policy and Strategy for Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change.
The question is that the sum of 129,100,000 rupees for program code 0501, Policy and Strategy for Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 200. Page 201. Page 202. Page 203. Page 204. The question is that the sum of 129,100,000 rupees for program code 0501, Policy and Strategy for Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, Program Code 0502, Protection and Conservation of Environment.
The question is that the sum of 205,400,000 rupees for program code 0502, Protection and Conservation of Environment, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 205. Yes.
In respect of the main heading 0502, Protection and Conservation of Environment, coordinate actions for plastic management and enforcement of regulations. May we know from the Honorable Minister in respect to the enforcement of plastic management, the number in terms of tons or of cubic meters of plastic that has been finally disposed of by the ministry.
For the current year, 25-26, 10 crackdowns operation have been affected, and cases on court covering for we have 74 contraventions. And in terms of original circulate. I'll circulate it.
Page 205. Page 206. 207. The question is that the sum of 205,400,000 rupees for program code 0502, Protection and Conservation of Environment, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Environment, Solid Waste Management, Climate Change, Program Code 0503, Climate Change Adaptation and Mitigation.
The question is that the sum of 52,200,000 rupees for program code 0503, Climate Change Adaptation and Mitigation, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 208. 209.
Yes.
Yes.
With regard to item 22-120, the decimal 008 National Adaptation Plan. May I ask the Honorable Minister, for this financial year, a sum of 2 million is being budgeted for the plan. May we know the date of finalization of the plan? Expected date?
Expected date of the finalization of the plan.
So the plan is there. So we'll circulate the exact
You will circulate,
timetable of the
okay.
adaptation plan.
Page.
Yes. But in respect of the plan, will he then table the plan?
We'll circulate the plan and give you the timetable of implementation.
The question is that the sum of 52,200,000 rupees for program code 0503, Climate Change Adaptation and Mitigation, is set part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Minister of Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, Program Code 0504, Cleaning, Greening and Embellishment.
The question is that the sum of 1,899,700,000 rupees for program code 0504, Cleaning, Greening and Embellishment, is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 210, 211, 212. 212, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question for 050402, Management of Public Beaches. May I know from the Honourable Minister, in respect to stray dogs on public beaches, although it doesn't fall under his ministry, it falls under the management, and he will answer if he has information or not. May I know, for the last 2 financial years, the number of stray dogs that have been removed from public beaches by his ministry.
This is a very real problem. Now, I won't hide from this problem. So my colleague, we are working together. I won't tell you the exact numbers, but this is a problem. What? Ça coûte quoi, ça?
Okay. Page 212, 213. The question is that the sum of 1,899,700,000 rupees for program code 0504, cleaning, greening, and embellishment, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Environment, Solid Waste Management and Climate Change, Program Code 0505, Waste Management and Resource Recovery.
The question is that the sum of 1,023,600,000 rupees for program code 0505, Waste Management and Resource Recovery, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 214. 215.
I have a question to the Honourable Minister with respect to the item 2207.0.003, operation of landfill sites. Would like to know, in respect of the sums being budgeted, how much of those sums are going specifically for firefighting and fire management capabilities on landfill sites?
Now, but this is a lump sum for the whole operation. I can circulate exactly for the different components of the operation of the engine.
Page 216. The question is that the sum of 1,023,600,000 rupees for program code 0505, Waste Management and Resources Recovery, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Program Code 0601, Policy and Strategy for Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries.
The question is that the sum of 242 million rupees for program code 0601, Policy and Strategy for Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 218. 219. 218 you have? Yes, go on.
Yes, thank you. In respect to the program, the KPI for the ministry, in respect of the protection of from illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, may I know from the Honourable Minister the number of contraventions and prosecutions initiated for the last 2 financial years in respect of illegal fishing, both inside Mauritian waters and in the EEZ?
Me like a parliamentary question, but I certainly can circulate the information because there are specific questions being asked, but I'll circulate the information regarding.
Page 219. Page 220. Page 221. 222. The question is that the sum of 242 million rupees for program code 0601, Policy and Strategy for Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Program Code 0602, Cane Industry.
The question is that the sum of 1,378,000,000 rupees for program code 0602, Cane Industry, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 223. 224. 225. The question is that the sum of 1,378,000,000 rupees for program code 0602, Cane Industry, is that part of the schedule? Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Program Code 0603, Food Crop and Livestock Sectors.
The question is that the sum of 2,173,000,000 rupees for program code 0603, food crop and livestock sectors, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 226, 227, 228, 229, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234, 234, yes?
34. 31, 113, decimal 047. Construction of dog shelter. Yes. May I ask the Honorable Minister, the number of dog shelters, because we see 4.6 million being budgeted for the next 3 financial years. The amount of 4.6 million has been budgeted for the next 3 financial years in total. So how many dog shelters is he going to build with that sum of 4.6 million?
As far as I know, there's been one site identified for construction of dog shelter. But as to the exact number, I don't have the exact number, but they've told me what I've already said. There's only one dog shelter identified that will be constructed at Glen. Okay. Yeah.
Page 235. The question is that the sum of 2,173,000,000 rupees for program code 0603, food, crop and livestock sectors, then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Program Code 0604, Forestry and Biodiversity.
The question is that the sum of 402 million rupees for program code 0604, Forestry and Biodiversity, is then part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Page 236. 236?
Yes, I'll ask the Honourable Minister in respect of the forestry and biodiversity of his ministry. The number of lease that has been given in the last 2 financial years in respect of the terrain de chasse that falls within his ministry. If you will give the details of these leases.
Yeah, I will circulate, but I can tell you that the committee is chaired by the senior chief executive, and she, the one, who assesses all the, together with the committee, they are the one who assess all the applications. And I've been told that as at present, 54 leases have been given. That's the information.
The details
I have no problem to circulate.
Page 237, 238, 239, 240, 240, 241, 240. Okay.
Item 31410, Rehabilitation of Nature Reserves and Parks. Est-ce qu'il peut nous donner plus de détails sur cet item?
Well, from information given to me, it's quite long. Would you like me to circulate it?
Circulate it if it's long. The 241. The question is that the sum of 402 million rupees for program code 0604 forestry and biodiversity is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no.
Ministry of
The
Agro-Industry.
ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Program Code 0605, Blue Economy.
The question is that the sum of 379 million rupees for program code 0605 Blue Economy is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 242. Yes, Honorable Béranger.
Extra assistance, est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir plus de détails?
Quel numéro?
21 110 décimal 005.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to. Yes, I have it. Yes. Provision made for payment of salaries or advisor on contract. Again, quite lengthy. You like? I better circulate it to like bit highlighted. All right, okay, we'll do that.
Circulate.
Yeah.
Page 243.
With respect to 22120, decimal 024, fees in connection with capacity building program, aquaculture. May we know from the Honorable Minister, in respect of the aquaculture capacity building program, if we could have a details of, first of all, the number of persons that have been through the program and the details of the aquaculture program that is being laid down.
Well, again, you see, we work very hard. You see how lengthy the reply is. So to your satisfaction, I'll circulate, unless you want me to highlight.
Page 24.
Say that again?
You-
Will we know from there where the farms are going to be built? The farms, aquaculture farms.
Oh, no. No, let me, in relation to the aquaculture farm, now we have said that we will have one pilot project in Lagoon, and most of the other project will be off Lagoon. And prior to starting any of the project, there'll be wide discussion with all stakeholders to ensure that there's a wide consensus. But in the meantime, I can circulate.
Honorable Béranger.
La même page, 243, item 22 120 décimal 008, fees to consultants.
Quelle page?
Page 243, 22 120 décimal 008, fees to consultants. 5,7 millions. C'était pour quel projet? Quels sont les consultants, s'il vous plaît?
Yeah, I have it here in relation to the milestone and schedule of payment, which is quite long. Would you like me to? I better circulate it. I'll do it.
Page 244.
With regards to program 060502 shipping, enforce compliance of vessels with maritime standards. May I know with regards to the number of inspections on vessels carried out, 575 for the spent financial year, how many contraventions have been served? And if you could give us the details of in respect of the vessels that have been contravened, whether the same relate to those fishing in the EEZ or transiting through the port. And thirdly, if there are any of those that have been seized during the last financial year.
With respect to enforcement compliance of vessels with maritime standard shipping, again, I have a figure here, although I don't tend to subscribe to it myself, but I need to cross-check with our officers. Now, provision of of 475. And we have a target of 500. Yeah, but the number of inspection on vessels will increase. Now, I have it here, but I need to have, you know what I'll do? I'm not too happy with the reply given to me.
Okay,
I'll get the
once you get
specific
the
reply,
proposal.
and then I'll circulate it, okay?
Once you feel happy.
Because, no, we need to supply information which is also reliable. It's not because my officers are giving me certain
Okay,
information.
can we
that's
circulate
okay.
the proposal? Page 245. Yes, Honorable Girls.
21 110 décimal 005 extra assistance. Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir plus de détails, s'il vous plaît?
Page 245. Yes. Yes, provision made for the payment of salary to fill the posts in scarcity areas such as one deputy director of shipping, one nautical surveyor, principal nautical surveyor, marine engineering surveyor, two nautical inspectors, one marine engineering inspector, and one naval architect. And there is decrease in provision based on trend of expenditure. Okay, so
Page 245.
Yeah.
page.
245, is that correct? Yeah. Lost item 28213, decimal 0110. Mauritius Shipping Corporation, rebate of 20% on sea freight to roadies. Can the Honorable Minister provide details how this money has been used? Circulate, please.
Yeah, I'll second it. Thank you very much.
Page 246.
246.
Page 247.
In respect of the item 060503, Maritime Training Academy. So the question is, can I ask the Honorable Minister? Two questions, in fact, Mr. Deputy Speaker. First, the reason for being under target by half. Second, may we know from the 150 persons trained, may we know in which category have been trained? So skipper, etc., etc.
In relation to the number of skippers trained, now I know there's been quite a few who have undergone training, but I don't have the specific number. Now, in relation of seafarers trained, engineers, I don't have the specific answer. Seafarers, the target is 350. Now, as of now, wow, it's 150. Say that again. Why? No, it's, we have to sensitize our young, impress upon them upon the relevance and importance of seafarers, of being a seafarer. We've started slowly but surely. Now the circle is being widened, and many youngsters are showing interest.
With regards to the seafarers, may I know out of these 150, have they been trained for commercial or commercial fishing or for hospitality? What are the training programs?
As far as I know, because we attended a commercial, a commercial venture, right? Encouraged by the Mauritius Shipping Group, and that was on the Trocasia, right? So mainly hospitality. I've been told also that some have been trained to venture into the fishing sector, fishing industry, but on the other hand, a few have shown express interest in relation to commercial activities.
248. The question is that the sum of 379 million rupees for program code 0605 Blue Economy is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, program code 0606 Fisheries Development.
The question is that the sum of 590 million rupees for program code 0606 Fisheries Development is that part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Page 249.
Regards to the fisheries, 601. May I know the number of, in respect of local fishermen vessels, the number of which have been seized by the fisheries, and the amount, quantity that is, of equipment, nets, etc., for illegal fishing that have been seized by the Fisheries Protection Service for the last financial year?
I need to have the reply first before I circulate. What is the relation to the number of fishing vessels and
Equipment.
yes, no, but we
What,
don't.
say that?
Well, there's no information. But we'll get the information and then we'll circulate it. Okay, but I'm rather surprised that the information is not available. But as far as I know, there have been a few, right, which have been arrested for illegal fishing activities.
Page 250. Yes, Honorable Béranger.
Item 2220, décimal 024, fees for training of existing and new fishers. Peut-on savoir combien de pêcheurs ont bénéficié de ce training?
Training of existing and new fishers. Yeah. From information that I have, it's estimate 1,000. No, c'est pas. Attends. Provision made for general course for artisanal fishermen to fish outside the lagoon and around the fish aggregating devices. Training for fishers and fishmongers, fish handling, preservation, and marketing, etc., to preserve quality and increase of to preserve the quality and increase shelf life of fish. I've been told the cost will cover trader fees and stipend to fishers. Last time fishermen cards were issued in December 2024. Now, in relation to the number of training of existing fishers, I see there's 1,000. Okay, 1,000.
Yes, Honorable.
22 900, décimal 042, reward for citing illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing vessels.
Page?
Toujours 250.
Page 2, the last item. Last one.
Au bas de la page, reward for citing illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing vessels. Peut-on savoir quel est le montant qui a été dépensé et à combien de personnes ces rewards ont été octroyés?
Now, reward in relation to for citing illegal and unreported and unregulated fisheries, or no, reward in relation to unreported, unregulated, and illegal fishing activities, or is that what? C'est ça. Again, yeah. 500 provision made for a reward for fishing operators and crew, while the ministry on what we call IUU, the number that I have is 500. Am I right? No. No, again, no. None? None. I would have thought, but as far as I know, there have been a few ships, right? Few ships who have been arrested for IUU fishing, okay?
Page 251.
Yes. Yes, I have one. In respect,
251? Yeah, I'll come to you.
you can have it.
You can have it. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You can have it.
Yeah, I refer to page 251, item 28212, decimal 031, financial assistance to fishers for purchase of fishing materials. May I know the number of fishers who benefited from same from RODEX in the amount disbursed?
amount disbursed specifically for Rodrigo. I'll get the information, I'll circulate.
Okay, Honorable Jwal.
Yes. In respect of item 28212, compensation to net fishermen. We see that the program has been rolled back quite substantially. May I know the number of beneficiaries for the last financial year and the number of beneficiaries that we are budgeting for this financial year?
I don't have the exact number of fishers who obtain the financial assistance, although I've been asked, have the number, the amount of money disbursed, but for compensation to net fishermen, I have the amount that was disbursed. It's 23 million rupees. Am I right? 23 million? Right, and how many? Yeah, expenses. Now, compensation to net fishermen, right? I have the information. I'll circulate it. All right.
Can I ask the same for the artisanal fishermen? So the number of beneficiaries for the
Okay, you
last.
prepare the list for the artisanal.
Yeah, I have.
Chairman. Yes, Honorable. Okay, all right. Yes. So the question? Page 251.
251. Yeah, just if you allow me. Item number 28225.008 of Lagoon Fishing Scheme, of which small a purchase of canoe. May I know the number approved for rigs?
As far as canoes are concerned, we encourage fishermen to move off lagoon. In relation to Rodrigo, if you can have a specific number of beneficiaries from Rodrigo, right? Unfortunately, there's none for Rodrigo. But as far as Mauritius is concerned, it's all here. But again, if you have to make provision for Rodrigo, we'll do it without any problem.
Page 252.
Yes, with regards to the aqua drones, 31122.999. We see the project of 21 million for the acquisition of aqua drones. 1 million to be disbursed in this financial year. Can we know from the Honourable Minister what is this aqua drone acquisition program?
Well, provision made for procurement of 2 aqua drones on a pilot basis for coastal surveillance due to inadequate manpower from the Fisheries Protection Service, and that was the advice tendered by the Director of Audit.
Page 253. 254. The question is that the 255. 256. Okay, with the question. The question is that the sum of 590 million rupees for program code 0606, fisheries development, state part of the schedule. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. So we'll break for half an hour for tea, coffee probably, and we'll come back in half an hour.
À ce rythme-là, il n'y aura pas de parlement demain, donc c'est bon. Si on finit aujourd'hui, il n'y a pas de parlement demain. On va finir. Je vais prendre l'eau. D'habitude,